weight, it's more than just sticking to a diet and trying to hit the gym. It is a lifestyle change, and not an easy one to make without some help. Jeff Dana is the owner of Prolean Wellness and is here to tell us how your system is helping, and it's helping a lot of folks, including yourself. Why did you start Prolean Wellness?
Well, as you've seen from our pictures, I've got extensive experience with being overweight, and the answers just aren't out there for people. They go to the doctor, and the doctor says, hey, to their patient, you need to lose weight. And then the patient goes out, well, how do I do that? And the doctor says, well, go find a way, essentially. And then they're out looking for these answers, which are very far and few between. And so our goal is to help people find the right answer.
And how is it different? You know, a lot of people think, well, diet and exercise, but you do way more than that.
You really have to be successful in the long term. So what we do is we seek to understand why that person is overweight in the first place. People are overweight for a myriad of reasons, not just because they eat too much. Sometimes they eat too little. So we have to figure out what's going on with that person and then build the program around that person. That's what makes all the difference.
You really kind of specialize it. Okay, this person, it's specific, right? It's a very specific program for each person.
Yeah, and it has to be that we're all individuals. Right. So we all have to have our own sequence, our own understanding of why this body's different than Lisa's body. And I have to know why my body works. So you think about all those generic one-size-fits-all approaches,
right.
Really? Are they going to work? They're not, because we all have our individual needs. So we have to understand why I'm overweight and what I can do to train that, to help modify my behavior and lose that weight for the long term.
And you do that in a variety of ways with the DEXA scans. You really get a good feel for what this person's issues are. All the nutritionists, you really dig deep into what's working, what's not working, and how can we help you.
We really do, because there's a lot of underlying things that we often find that are contributory to the person's weight, but are, you know, really threatening their life.
Do you find that most people just aren't informed as to what's happening? They don't get it. They don't even understand portion control. They don't know calories. They don't really understand how the body works, how it changes as you get older? Yeah,
most people don't. I didn't even get that training in school. You know, I wish they would teach a lot of this stuff in school, but they really don't. They just teach generic stuff. And so for me, the biggest thing that I found helps me keep my weight off is the understanding of how to eat, when to eat, do all those things. And, I mean, you think about it, Lisa, how much, and maybe not so much you, but how much time do you spend during your day thinking, I'm overweight, what am I going to do? How am I, and for me, that was huge and very frustrating.
And depressing.
Right. And so if I see it as my job to help make an impact, a positive impact in the lives of our clients, if I can teach them through our professionals there, and take away that frustration, that worry, all of that. Just think how much more time, more mental capital you have during the day to think about other things.
It's the information. That's the tool that you use. It's very powerful once you are informed.
Right, and that's what makes the difference between just this generic grab and go, you know, here you go. Yes, we use HCG, but it's in a myriad of other things that really make the program function. So that's the whole secret, is the information that you glean from this process as you go through the 12-week program. You finally understand, at least for me, I finally understood why I was, you know, the way I was and what I can do to change it.
And it helps. We're looking at all these before and after shots, some amazing ones. It also helps to keep it off. I mean, you learn, and that lifestyle eventually changes, so you keep it off and you don't go back to what you were, because now you know what you need to do to stay on that path forever.
Oh, yeah, and it's so empowering. And that's why you see our clients starting to build goals, stack goals. It's not the weight loss goal anymore. You know, a lot of our clients, that's what we say, don't, you know, gain this weight during the holidays, because then you're going to set that goal, I'm going to lose the weight, New Year's resolution. What we want to do is stack your goals. You've lost the weight. Now what are you going to do?
All right, and you have some holiday goals you're speaking of in a special offer, right?
Right, we do. We're offering for the first 25 viewers that call in for a free consultation and a free scan, a $300 off discount off our Elite 12-week program. So that's a big value.
And you said earlier the average person gains how much during the holiday season?
7 to 10 pounds.
So just think, if you gain that on top of what you've already been trying to lose, you just put yourself, start now, don't gain that 7 to 10, then you're already ahead of the game by New Year's, when you're all feeling, you know, like, oh, this is my resolution, I want to get to it. Start it now.
You could lose 25 to 35 pounds between now and then.
Wouldn't that be a nice New Year's?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Jeff. Some really good information of really making that lifestyle change. So if you want more information on Prolean Wellness, the best thing to do is go to their website. It's proleanwellness.com. There's a phone number on your screen as well if you need help there.